Morning, Morgan Middle School. Don't forget Fridays are School Spirit Day. Show your school spirit by wearing a spirit shirt or hoodie or MMS colors. Students, Mrs. Carter will be doing another order for this year's spirit shirts and hoodies. Shirts are going to be $15 and hoodies are $30. Order forms are in the office. Please turn in your order form and payment by Monday, November 24th. FCCLA officers, there will be a mandatory meeting Tuesday, November 4th. After school in Mrs. Carter's classroom. Tennis Crew will be sponsoring the service project for the family tree. Every year we make a Christmas gift for them, such as blankets or scarves with a Christmas card. If you're interested in joining the service project, see Mrs. Schroeder and remember kindness rules. Now a message from the Hope Squad.
Please stand and repeat after us. I am unstoppable in my pursuit of greatness.
I am grateful for my family and friends.
I am grateful for my strengths and talents.
Have a great week, Wolverines!
Okay, I'm with Miss Cadena, our faculty of the month. And first question is, what is your favorite childhood memory?
One of my many favorite childhood memories is my family went on a camping trip. I grew up in Southern California, 2 hours away from San Diego, the border of Mexico. We drove down and we did a huge dune. There's huge sand dunes out there. We went on a trip and camped on the beach and rode our four-wheelers, and we caught lobsters. We cooked the lobsters. I have this childhood memory of that trip. I loved it.
That is amazing. I don't like camping, but I do love
It was
the beach.
we had like trailers and
Yeah,
stuff, so that was fun.
that's amazing. If you could be remembered for one thing, what would it be?
I would like to be remembered for being kind. That I was kind.
That's a
People
good
remember
one.
being nice.
If you could go back and give your 18-year-old self one piece of advice, what would it be?
I've decided to tell my 18-year-old self to finish college. I did not finish college, and I regret that. I could still, but it would have been so much easier had I just finished school when I was younger.
Yeah. What does your morning routine look like?
This is why I'm tired all the time, okay? My alarm goes off at 4:40 a.m. I get to the gym about 5:10-ish. I get home about 6-ish, 6:10, and then I quickly get ready, and I'm here about between 7 and 7:10. Try to get closer to 7, but lately it's been like 7:08.
That's crazy. What time do you
Yes.
go to bed?
See, and that depends. I have still kids at home, so anywhere between 10 and 11.
You get like no sleep.
Yeah, I don't. 6 hours is amazing.
What is a common myth about your job or field of expertise?
Okay, secretary, working in the office. I think a lot of people think we just sit around and laugh all day, because we do laugh. People walk by and it's fun in here, but we don't. We are always busy, constantly busy. Look at my desk. There's just piles of paper everywhere, and honestly, like I can't finish one thing. I can't. It's like constant back and forth until maybe a week later something might be done.
That's a good one. That seems reasonable.
The phone rings, someone's at the window, someone comes in. It's just constant.
Well, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, today we are here with Miss Chappell, the wonderful Miss Chappell. Starting off strong, what's your favorite childhood memory?
My favorite childhood memory would probably be going to the Uintas with my grandma to our cabin and just spending weekends or weeks on end.
That's so fun. I love that. If you could go back and give your 18-year-old self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Ooh, that one's a hard one. I would probably say kick back and enjoy it, because it only gets crazier from here.
That's a good one. If you won $10 million tomorrow, what would you spend it on?
I would spend my $10 million on a nice house with a lot of property in a barn so I can have my horses at home and my kids can play outside with endless room.
That's so fun. I love that.
What degrees do you have?
I have a bachelor's degree in special education with a elementary math endorsement and an elementary education endorsement. And then I am currently working on my master's of education.
Wow, you could do a lot with those. What is one piece of advice you'd give someone starting out in your career?
Ooh, that one's a hard one because I feel like it gets really tough at the beginning, but if you just roll with it, it will get better, and don't let the bad days drag you down because the good days are 100-fold of the bad.
That's a good one. Okay. Well, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm here with Mr. Croft, one of our most wonderful teachers. And Mr. Croft, what is a common myth about your job or field expertise?
I would say a lot of people think that teaching is easy, and it's really not. It's kind of really challenging to try to do all these things at the same time. Not only like just to teach the actual stuff, but do it in a way that like students want to be there without getting too grumpy. That's probably the hard part.
What's the biggest challenge you're facing in your job right now, and how are you tackling it?
I'm probably trying to keep students engaged and interested in stuff that they don't find interesting always. This kind of can be a challenge sometimes.
What's one question you wish I'd ask you, and how would you have answered it?
Well, I always like to talk about Captain America. I didn't see any Captain America questions on there, and why he's the best superhero. We can go on about that for quite a while if you'd like.
No, it might have to be on another episode.
Okay.
We'll talk about it. What's been your favorite job you've had?
My favorite job is this one, 100%. No question about it. I've had a lot of jobs, and I didn't start teaching until about 5 years ago, and I have loved it. I don't feel like this is even a job as much as it is like I get to come and spend time with really fun students and talk about a subject that I love, and it's just been a lot of fun.
What's been your least favorite job today?
Okay, so when I was in college, I used to be a donut fry boy, right? And so I would get up like at 3:30 in the morning. It was wicked early. Like you get up really, really, really early, and you just not make the dough, just actually fry the donuts in the hot oil. And it was hot and dangerous because you're in like boiling oil essentially. And the guy that was my supervisor would just yell all the time, and he was grumpy. And I was getting up at 3:30 to work in dangerous circumstances and get yelled at. So that was no fun.
That is awful.
It was.
Tell me about the 3 most influential people in your life and how they've impacted you.
Number one, Diane Croft. Easy to say, and I'm sure that that's the right answer that everybody should say, right?
Yep.
But she actually is. So she's been a great influence on me. She's always does the right thing, whether or not there's any question. She just always chooses the right and does the right thing. And so she's been a good influence on me. My parents, obviously, I would say, because I think nobody has influence on you like your parents do.
If you could have lunch with any historical figure, who would you choose?
Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain. Who is Josh Lawrence Chamberlain, you say?
Yeah.
You're going to learn about him a little bit later in this year if you have U.S. history with me. But he was the guy that helped save the Union Army during the Battle of Gettysburg. And I went and visited where he made his big charge this last summer. Really enjoyed it.
That's so fun. What's your favorite trip you've ever taken?
I think I've gone on a couple vacations with my wife, one to Hawaii and one to Mexico. Whenever my wife and I just get away, that's the most fun for me.
That's so fun. I think I know the answer, but what's your biggest pet peeve?
What would you say was my answer?
When people don't shut their Chromebooks.
That's true. That is frustrating when people don't. When I ask them to shut their Chromebooks and they don't, and they're just like. I was gonna say unreliable people. I don't like it when people are unreliable, like when you can't count on people. That's kind of frustrating for me. But shutting Chromebooks is right up there from a student perspective.
Yeah.
It's Chromebooks probably.
Well, that's it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And have an awesome day.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Bye.